my next video, I'd like to do one on Samsung Galaxy's newest phone, the S26 Ultra. And this is oneui 8.5. And I believe this will also work with some of the under phones of the S26, so the S25, the S24. I want to say this came out around oneui 8. Give me a comment if you know when it started and when it first started to come out, but it's a feature called Scan. It's scanning documents, scanning things, but it works a bit different than what you're thinking of, just scanning a document and having it whatever. It's a very, very, very powerful feature on your camera. So let's dig right in, as I like to say. So let's get it to turn on first of all. So you want to go to your settings, and we want to go to, okay, you know what, there's a better way. Let's go to our camera. We'll go to camera, and then go to photo settings, and at the very top is camera, under camera settings. So the nice thing about Android and Samsung is all of your camera settings are under your camera. You don't have to go into settings to get to them. It makes more sense if you're in your camera, you want to change your settings, you go into the camera to make them, but that's just me, common sense, I guess, I don't know. So anyway, top one, scanning. So we're going to want to turn this on. I think it's off because I'm recording the screen. Let me check. I was wrong. It was because of the camera's megapixels. So let's go back to the camera and go to your settings in the camera. And I had it set, let's go back one. I had it set to 200 megapixels. This will only work in 12 megapixels, or if you want the newer ability to go to 24 megapixels, it'll work on one of those only. So 12 or 24, it doesn't work on the 2. So let's go back to our settings, and I want to go over the settings first before we actually use this. So go into scanning. Now they're all lit. Document scan, scan text, scan QR codes. Scanning only works with the rear camera in photo mode. So I also want to go to document scan, and this is a missed selection here. So you want to turn it on, but then you also want your resolution. I put it as high. So why would you want a low resolution scan? Not sure. I've also done the add document scan to the app screen. So now, instead of having to open my camera and then go into the scan, which is right here in the middle of the screen, I can just automatically open this, and now we're ready to scan stuff. So let's go ahead and go right into this. So let's back up. Let's do the camera first. So here's the camera, and you'll see at the bottom it says scan. Okay, so it's a pretty fast way too. You can go into either way. You can do the scan, or, which I just hit, which it just scanned it and made it. So you can go to view original, or view scan, big difference. Or like I said, you can go into the app that's on your home screen. So two ways: go to the camera, go to scan, go to the added app on your home screen. So it works just the same way. So let me show you. So go into documents. Now what you can do with this is you can do it automatically or manually. So I like manual. Unless you're going to really scan a lot of documents, then you can hit auto, and it'll automatically crop it, take the picture, you're ready for the next one. So if you're doing something that you have a lot of repetitive work, like scanning 20 pages, you know, and you're thinking, oh, I can't do that, it'll take forever. Well, it won't in the auto setting. You turn it to auto, and it'll automatically capture. Well, it should here anyway. This is a bad example of text here. Yeah, it's not doing it. If this was one piece of paper, it would get it. It's a lot simpler when you're here we go. So there we just scanned one page. Now if I want to do a next one, let's try to do another page. Let's see if I can't. Yep, here we go. There's another page. So now you tap on these two. First page is this one. Second page is that one. So now you have, and you can also view original and see what it did to it. View original, see what it did. And then you also have all the functions at the bottom: adjust, filter, remove, retake, delete. So you have all those extra things if you want them. And then you can add a scan again. So you can have 15 scans in one file. So I want to go back though, and we're going to get rid of this. Discard. And then we'll go back into this and we'll do a manual one. So say I want to do just this part. It takes it, puts it in. Okay, so now here's the manual ability. So again, there's the original, there's the touched up one. Again, I can adjust. And it's really pretty neat. They allow you to adjust each corner. I can adjust the entire one corner at a time by dragging that handle. And you can really get, see, it's showing you a zoom in a circle. It's showing you how you can really zoom in and not miss anything if you want to, like that. You can rotate, of course, and then you can hit done. This is what's neat. A lot of people will miss this. So let's go next. And we don't want to do that. You can do a couple things. You can go to add a scan and then do whatever, but you can save this as a PDF. And there's another way that you can do this that people miss on each time, and that's right here. So we can scan it as you're touching the three dots. I can save it as an image, or I can save it as a PDF. So likewise, let's clear out here and we'll open this up. We'll hit delete on it because I want to do a new one. Okay, so we'll just say manual and we'll take the picture. Now you go to the picture and next, and then the three dots, which is the same thing, save as image. This isn't what I wanted to show. I wanted to show if you take a photo and do a scan, you get a little bit different interface. Okay, there it just changed it. Now, there's the original, there's the edited version, and then you tap the three dots, I can save it as a PDF. So even though you're doing the same thing, this is a really fast way to make a PDF file if you're interested in making a PDF file. So it's the scan is a very, very powerful feature. I suggest using it all the time. It comes in really, really handy. It has a lot of options with it. You can scan it and then share it with a friend or do whatever with save as PDF. You have to save it and then you can share it. But you can take all these things out, choose what to remove. You can fingers. It's already actually selected, so it's going to take them out automatically. So corner fold, moire, I get that all the time. If you take a picture of a screen, especially an older, like tubed screen, an old screen, you'll get this moire on here all the time, and it takes it right out instantly. So, but what also is nice, of course, is you can, once you do this, you can share it. Now, you can also, there's one more feature I want to go over. You can bring a photo in from your gallery. So let's scan this, again, just to this example. And then we want to add a scan. You can select your gallery, the icon above the one. So you can pick any photo you want in your gallery and add it to this selection. So you can have a bunch added in, and then you can hit next and add a scan there again, and then you can share it as an image or a PDF. So the options are really endless in all the different things you can do with this scan. And I'm just touching the one thing you can do with this. It will also scan, as it said, so it'll also scanning, it'll also scan text. So if I want to write something out and then have it scan it, it'll automatically put that into text for me. It'll scan QR codes or it'll scan documents. So again, it's a very, very, very powerful feature that if you have any scanning apps or any PDF apps, you can basically get rid of those, especially the scanning ones, because the built-in ability on this beats any app that I've ever used in my life. So very powerful. I hope you found my video to be helpful. Thank you for being here. Please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment down below. Thank you for your time, and until next time, I'm out.